Welcome to Green Factory Hub, where we explore the incredible journey of tropical agriculture, bringing nature's sweetest golden treasures to your table. The pineapple is a marvel of botany, a complex fruit that requires patience, precision, and the perfect tropical climate to truly thrive. Today, we will witness the complete life cycle of this spiky fruit, understanding the science and hard work behind every single harvest. It all begins here with the soil, which must be loose, well-drained, and rich in organic matter to support deep root growth. Preparation is key, as heavy machinery turns the earth, breaking up hard clumps to ensure the young plants can establish themselves quickly. Pineapples prefer acidic soil with a specific pH balance, and farmers must carefully test and adjust the land before planting begins. Water management starts early, ensuring the ground has enough moisture to welcome the new crops without becoming waterlogged or too muddy. Unlike many fruits grown from seeds, pineapples are vegetative propagated using suckers, slips, or crowns taken from previous healthy mother plants. Selection is a rigorous process, as only the strongest and most vigorous shoots are chosen to ensure the highest quality fruit production. Logistics play a huge role here, moving thousands of plantlets to the right sectors at the exact right time for planting. Planting is often done by hand to ensure the delicate base of the shoot is placed at the perfect depth in soil. Each plant needs to be firm in the ground to withstand wind and rain while its root system begins to develop underground. The spacing between plants is calculated scientifically to maximize sunlight absorption while allowing enough room for the workers to move later. In the first few weeks, the most important activity happens unseen underground as the roots anchor the plant and seek out nutrients. After a month, the plants have established themselves, and the focus shifts to vegetative growth, producing the energy needed for future fruiting.
Drip irrigation
Constant
lines
monitoring is
delivering
essential
water
because
directly to
pests
the
like
base of each
mealybugs
plant,
can devastate a
maximizing
crop if they are not
efficiency and
detected
conserving
and
precious
managed
water
very early
resources.
on. Pineapples are drought tolerant, but consistent moisture is vital for rapid growth, so drip irrigation is used to deliver precise hydration. The shape of the pineapple leaf is an evolutionary masterpiece, designed to catch rain and dew and funnel it directly to the stem. Weed control is a continuous battle, ensuring that every bit of fertilizer and soil nutrient goes into the pineapple,
The roots
not
absorb
unwanted
vital nutrients
grass.
from the soil.
As the months pass,
Nitrogen,
the field
phosphorus, and
transforms into a
potassium.
sea of sharp,
These are
spiky green leaves, absorbing solar energy to build plant structure. Fertilizer application is strictly scheduled, providing the right balance of nitrogen and potassium to support the massive vegetative structure required for fruiting. It takes several months of vegetative growth before the plant is large enough to support the weight and energy demands of a fruit. Timing is everything. If the plant is forced to flower too early, the resulting fruit will be small, sour, and commercially unviable. Farmers often use natural plant hormones to synchronize flowering, ensuring the entire field produces fruit at the same time for efficient harvesting. A few weeks after induction, the magic happens. A bright red cone emerges from the center, signaling the start of fruit development. This red cone is actually a cluster of many individual flowers that will eventually fuse together to form the single pineapple fruit. If you look closely, you can see tiny purple flowers blooming. Each of these flowers corresponds to one eye on the pineapple skin. Synchronized flowering allows farmers to predict the harvest date with high accuracy, optimizing their supply chain and market delivery schedules. Once the flowering finishes, the petals wither, and the individual berries
Keep the
fuse
nozzle
completely
steady.
to
We
create
want
the
full
solid,
coverage on those
composite
clusters for the
fruit we
sugar
recognize.
content.
At this stage, the fruit is essentially a nutrient sink, pulling sugars and water from the mother plant to expand its size. Quality control continues as farmers check for fruit deformities or double crowns, which are removed to maintain the standard of the crop. Now the nutritional needs change again. The plant requires more potassium to transport sugars into the fruit and build strong cell walls. The texture of the pineapple is unique. Those hexagonal eyes are protecting the juicy flesh developing safely inside the tough outer skin. As the fruit grows heavier, the stem must be strong enough to hold it upright, preventing it from touching the ground. Pineapples love the heat,
Starting at
but
this
excessive
size, the
direct
pineapple
sunlight
grows
can
steadily.
sometimes burn the
By
delicate
week
skin of the
12,
developing
it reaches its
fruit,
maximum commercial
causing
dimensions,
damage.
as shown
To
here.
prevent sunburn, diligent workers perform the labor-intensive task of covering each fruit, ensuring the skin remains perfect and unblemished. This sea of protective covers is a testament to the care taken in modern farming to produce the flawless fruits consumers expect. Over several months, the fruit swells significantly, packing in water and carbohydrates that will eventually convert into the sweet sugars we love. The crown on top also grows. And its size must be balanced. Too large a crown can reduce the aesthetic appeal of the fruit. Tropical storms are common, and while the plants need water, good drainage systems ensure the roots don't rot during heavy downpours. Proper field engineering allows the farm to withstand extreme weather, protecting the investment of time and resources put into the crop. After the rain, the combination of moisture and returning sun triggers a burst of metabolic activity within the growing plants. As harvest approaches, testing sugar content is crucial. Farmers use a refractometer to ensure the fruit has reached the desired sweetness. We are looking for a specific balance of sugar and acidity that gives the pineapple its signature refreshing and tangy tropical flavor. The ripening process is a chemical transformation where chlorophyll breaks down, revealing the yellow pigments that have been hidden underneath. Ripening always starts at the base and moves upward. This gradient of color tells the farmer exactly how ripe the fruit is. For export markets, pineapples are often harvested when they are just beginning to turn yellow to ensure they survive the shipping journey. Another sign of maturity is the flattening of the eyes. The fruit becomes smoother and more cylindrical as it fills out completely. The aroma becomes intense and unmistakable, a sweet perfume that drifts across the fields, signaling that the long wait is over. The field is now a mosaic of green and gold. It is time for the most labor-intensive part of the cycle, the harvest. Harvesting pineapples is tough work. The leaves are sharp and serrated, requiring workers to wear heavy protection despite the tropical heat. Experienced harvesters move quickly, using a single precise motion to cut the fruit from the stalk without damaging the base. A clean cut is important to prevent pathogens from entering the fruit stem, which could cause rotting during storage and transport. Teamwork is essential here. In many farms, they use a human chain or conveyor belts to move the heavy fruit efficiently. Modern farms use these mobile booms to reduce the physical strain on workers, allowing them to focus on selecting the best fruit. Careful stacking is critical. Despite their tough appearance, pineapples bruise easily, and bruises can ruin the fruit's internal quality. Once the truck is full, it heads immediately to the packing house. Speed is vital to maintain the freshness of the harvest. The first step in processing is a water bath. This cleans the fruit and also helps lower its temperature, slowing down ripening. Hygiene is a top priority. The water is treated to ensure no bacteria remain on the skin, guaranteeing food safety for consumers. Technology takes over grading. Optical sorters analyze every single pineapple, categorizing them by weight, size, and color maturity levels instantly. Human eyes provide the final quality check, ensuring that only premium pineapples make it into the boxes destined for supermarkets. Traceability is key in modern agriculture. Each fruit gets a tag allowing consumers to trace it back to the farm of origin. Packaging is designed for airflow. Pineapples breathe even after harvest, so ventilation is necessary to prevent heat buildup and spoilage. The cold chain must be unbroken. Cooling the fruit puts it to sleep, preserving its sugar levels and texture for the long journey. From the farm, these golden fruits travel across oceans in refrigerated containers, bringing a taste of the tropics to the world. But the cycle at the farm doesn't end. The old plants are chopped and returned to the soil, recycling valuable organic matter. Sustainable farming means giving back to the earth. This biomass will decompose, improving soil structure for the next generation of pineapples. Sometimes, farmers keep the roots to grow a second crop, known as a ratoon crop, though the fruit size is usually smaller. The result of all this hard work is a fruit that is not only delicious but also packed with vitamins and enzymes. From fresh snacks to culinary delights, The pineapple is versatile, loved globally for its unique balance of sweet and tart flavors. Farming on this scale is a blend of nature and technology, a continuous cycle of growth, care, harvest, and renewal. Behind every sweet bite is the dedication of these farmers, working under the sun to maintain the high standards of Green Factory Hub. As the sun sets over the fields, the plants continue their slow, silent work, preparing for another day of growth and life. Thank you for joining us on this journey. If you enjoyed learning about pineapples, please like and subscribe to Green Factory Hub. Stay tuned for more amazing agricultural stories from around the world. See you in the next video. Goodbye and take care. But wait, the world of pineapples is diverse. Let's take a deeper look at some special varieties grown right here on the farm. This is the MD2 variety, famous for its low acidity and high sugar content, making it the most popular fresh pineapple globally. Compare that to the Queen variety, which is smaller, spikier, and has a crispier texture and a more intense, aromatic fragrance. Innovation starts in the lab. Tissue culture allows us to produce thousands of disease-free clones from a single superior mother plant. This high-tech method ensures that the new plants start their lives completely free of viruses and bacteria, guaranteeing a healthy start. From the sterile jar, they move to the nursery. This hardening phase is critical to prepare the delicate plants for the field. Controlled humidity helps these babies survive the shock of leaving the nutrient gel, encouraging them to develop functional roots in soil. Back in the field, nature poses challenges. During the rainy season, weeds grow just as fast as the crops, demanding constant attention. To combat this, many sections use plastic mulch. This suppresses weeds, retains soil moisture, and even warms the soil for faster growth. It's a simple but effective solution. The black plastic blocks sunlight, preventing weed seeds from germinating while the pineapple thrives above. We also rely on nature's helpers. Beneficial insects like ladybugs patrol the leaves, eating harmful pests and reducing the need for chemicals. Integrated pest management includes using traps to monitor insect populations, allowing farmers to intervene only when absolutely necessary to save the crop. Underground, microscopic nematodes can attack roots. Crop rotation is often used to break their life cycle and keep the soil healthy. Between pineapple cycles, we might plant legumes. These cover crops fix nitrogen in the soil and add biomass when plowed under. Let's talk about sweetness again. Potassium is the quality nutrient, directly influencing the sugar levels, acidity, and aroma of the final fruit. Pineapples don't ripen after harvest like bananas. They must reach their peak sweetness on the plant, accumulating sugar until the very last day. Texture is just as important as taste. The fruit must be firm enough to travel but soft enough to be enjoyable to eat. Nothing goes to waste. Fruits that don't meet the cosmetic standards for supermarkets are often turned into nutritious feed for local livestock. Alternatively, highly ripe fruits are perfect for juice or dried snacks, as their sugar content is at its absolute maximum peak. There is nothing quite like the taste of a pineapple eaten seconds after harvest, warm from the sun and exploding with flavor. For many here, farming is a heritage. They know every acre of this land and understand the rhythm of the pineapple cycle intuitively. Innovation extends beyond food. Pineapple leaves are now being used to create sustainable textiles, a vegan leather alternative that is eco-friendly. This adds incredible value to the crop, turning what was once agricultural waste into a high-fashion, sustainable product for the world. Back at the packing line, extra care is taken for premium fruits. Foam nets provide a cushion, ensuring the skin remains flawless. Safety is non-negotiable. Strict testing ensures that every shipment meets the rigorous safety standards of international markets like Europe and Japan. The temperature is set precisely. Too cold, and the fruit suffers chilling injury. Too warm, and it ripens too fast and rots. The operation runs 24/7 during peak harvest. As the world sleeps, the logistics chain keeps moving to deliver fresh produce daily. Under the starlight, the farm rests briefly. The cool night air allows the plants to recover from the heat of the day. Morning brings a new cycle. The mist provides passive hydration, And as the sun rises, photosynthesis begins again in full force. A healthy farm is an ecosystem. We strive to maintain a balance where agriculture and local wildlife can thrive side by side. Sustainability also means energy. Solar panels harvest the abundant tropical sun to power our irrigation pumps and processing facilities cleanly. Water security is managed through large reservoirs that capture rainwater, reducing our reliance on local aquifers and preserving community resources. The farm is divided into blocks, each at a different stage of growth, ensuring a continuous, year-round supply of fresh pineapples. Did you know pineapples are bromeliads? They have many ornamental cousins that are grown just for their beauty, not for eating. Besides suckers and tissue culture, we can also propagate by sectioning the stem. Each section can sprout a new plant bud. This method is slower but useful for multiplying rare varieties when we have limited plant material to start with. Drainage is the single most important factor for root health. Pineapples hate wet feet and will succumb to root rot quickly. Maintaining an acidic soil pH between 4.5 and 6.5 is crucial. This acidity helps the plant absorb micronutrients like iron and manganese. Technology is changing how we feed the plants. Drones can apply foliar fertilizers precisely, reducing waste and avoiding soil compaction. Foliar feeding is effective because pineapples can absorb nutrients directly through their leaves, bypassing the root system for a quick boost. Visual symptoms tell us what the plant needs. Yellow leaves might mean nitrogen deficiency, while purple tints could indicate a lack of phosphorus. Data-driven farming allows us to track the history of every plot, optimizing inputs and predicting yields with remarkable accuracy. It is rare to see the individual flowers so closely. They are ephemeral, lasting only a day before closing forever. Commercial pineapples are seedless because they are self-incompatible. Pollination is actually discouraged to prevent hard seeds from forming in the flesh. In some regions, the importation of hummingbirds is banned specifically to protect the pineapple industry from unwanted pollination and seed formation. The thick, armored skin is the pineapple's best defense, evolving to protect the sweet, water-rich interior from thirsty animals. On the largest plantations, harvest booms can span dozens of rows, allowing a massive team to clear a field efficiently. There is a rhythm to the harvest, a synchronized effort that requires strength, coordination, and endurance in the tropical heat. Women play a vital role in the industry, often involved in planting, quality control, and packing house operations. For canned pineapple, the Janaka machine is a legend of engineering, processing nearly 100 pineapples per minute with perfect precision. These perfect rings are what many of us grew up with, preserving the taste of summer to be enjoyed year-round. Pasteurization ensures safety without compromising too much texture, allowing pineapple to be a pantry staple in homes across the globe. But nothing beats the fresh fruit. As evening falls, the farm transforms again, the harsh light softening into a peaceful twilight. It takes 18 to 24 months to produce a single pineapple. It is a long investment of time for a single harvest. Compared to rice or lettuce, growing pineapples is a lesson in patience. Farmers must plan years in advance for their market. It is also a business of thin margins. Global prices fluctuate, and farmers must manage costs carefully to remain profitable and sustainable. The trend is moving towards organic inputs. Using compost and natural fertilizers improves soil longevity and reduces the environmental footprint. In some systems, pineapples are intercropped with coconut or rubber trees, maximizing land use and providing shade-dappled light. This agroforestry approach increases biodiversity and gives farmers two sources of income from the same piece of land. Nature sometimes throws curveballs. Mutations like this fan pineapple occur naturally, creating